Gemini, and welcome to your December 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. Okay, welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient with me. I know you saw other signs videos go up for December, and then I wasn't able to get you guys up right away either, but I'm still trying to get you up before November is over, so don't be mad at me, okay? I have time. Let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? I'm doing a few readings today, so I'm trying to get them all out, okay? Your first card is going to be the present energy. I'm still doing a 10-card spread, okay? First card is your present energy. You've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Okay? Next card represents what's crossing that. You've got the 3 of Pentacles. The next card represents your past energy. You've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Next card represents your future. You've got Strength in the reverse. Okay, Gemini. Next card represents what you want. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Next card represents your internal factors. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. All right, the next card represents your advice for this reading. Ooh, you got the Tower card. Okay. Next card represents external factors. You get the 8 of Cups. Next card represents your hopes and your fears. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the next card represents your outcome for this reading, and you get the 8 of Wands. Okay, interesting. Let's see what we've got here. So, starting off this reading with the 9 of Swords in reverse. And I feel like, Gemini, you guys have been dealing with this 9 of Swords energy for a few readings now. And when this 9 of Swords is in reverse, it's like things are still bad. You're still worrying. But you're realizing either that, things aren't as bad as you thought they were. Or it's just that you're keeping this all bottled up inside, okay? This can indicate that some of you might be suffering from some sort of depression, or that you're just being too hard on yourself, okay? Let me go ahead. I want to clarify the 9 of Swords. It's like, what are you worrying about? What has been really eating at you? What is it that you're not expressing? And we get the Lovers in the reverse also. All right, so this is, a relationship that is just not going as you would like it to go, or, you and your, the person, it could even be a breakup, all right? You guys are just not getting along, okay? And it can be a possibility due to immature behavior, all right? And if it's not that, you're just feeling very ambivalent about relationships right now, okay? Because of this breakup or whatever has happened in the past, right now, you're just not in the best mind frame for a relationship, okay? This 10 of Pentacles in the reverse has left you with a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of ambivalence towards either that particular person or relationships in general. All right, so right now you're a little bit in your head about things because you're not really opening up and expressing this these feelings that you're having. All right, you're just keeping it all bottled up. Now, what's crossing you or what your challenge is the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's someone who's trying to work with you, all right? And right now you may not be necessarily receptive to them because of this 9 of Swords energy that you're feeling. You're kind of stressing out about the situation a little bit, all right? But with the 3 of Pentacles, it's like somebody wants to work things out with you, or you're trying to work things out. No, it's a challenge. So your challenge is to work on this, is to try to work on this situation and get things back on track, okay? But you're just not necessarily feeling it because this 9 of Swords has got you, and it has had you for a while. All right, some of my Geminis, we can see that this has been an ongoing thing for your situation. This is you, the Lovers in reverse is you, so you're just feeling out of balance right now. Others of you might be dealing with another Gemini. For others, you're just dealing with a karmic relationship, okay, or a soulmate, someone that you experienced what you felt was true love with this person, or maybe the one true love of your life, okay? And because things aren't working out with them, it's like nothing is working. So if that's not the person that was to work it out with you, you're definitely not being receptive to it. Okay. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to verify this crossing card. Clarify, I should say. I always say verify, but I mean clarify. And we get the Three of Swords. So definitely some type of betrayal, okay, is an issue. And Gemini, I just, this is going, and I see all the signs, okay? There's this Capricorn. The Capricorn is still in the equation. There's a Leo possibly in this equation. And, this heartbreak, this betrayal has been a major theme for some months now in this whole Gemini type situation, especially for my Geminis who are dealing with a Capricorn or an earth sign, okay? You guys have had something that has happened that you just have not been able to get over. So this person is trying to work things out with you, but this betrayal is still here. It's still weighing on you, Gemini. You're not able to quite get over it yet. For some of my Geminis, it's not necessarily the person who's trying to work things out that betrayed you, but you're rejecting this person's advances, okay? Whoever this is that's trying to work things out with you, you're like, no, not gonna do it, not in the mood, not in the right headspace, thinking about somebody else possibly. You're not the one, so sorry. All right. For others of you, other of my Geminis, you are definitely overthinking something. You're not sharing your thoughts right now. It could be, an ex-lover. It could be the same person. And you... No, I'm not changing that. Yes, this person wants to work it out with you because this is a challenge, or your challenge is to get over this heartbreak and work things through. Okay, but either way, you're not doing this at the moment. This is your challenge. Whether that person is bringing it to you, whether someone's coming to you and trying to work past the situation, or whether you yourself just need to be able to get to a point where you can work past the situation. Because clearly you and this person have not given up on each other all the way yet. And so if there's something still there, you're going to have to find it in you to get over what happened in the past in order to move on. Okay, you need to get over it. And I know some things are a little bit hard to get over, but if you're not going to get over it, you need to let that person go, because you're hurting and you're just hurting them. Okay, and I remember with the what you want portion of the reading, I think it was last month, and it was like, either last month or the month before, where you wanted the person to pay for what they did. You wanted them to suffer. And it's like, but how long? Because I feel like you're suffering. You're suffering. And in making this person suffer, you're also suffering, Gemini. So put an end to it. Put everybody out of their misery. Make a move. Whether you're going to walk away or whether you're going to decide to work on things, it's enough. This Nine of Swords has been here long enough. And the Tower, I'm jumping over here just because the Tower is your advice. And it's like, yeah, let it go. Let it go. Get to the truth, okay? And whatever that truth is, deal with it however you need to deal with it. If you need to break this situation down to the ground, then do that. If that's what's going to get you to not be consumed at night, to not be stressed out, to not be worrying, then tear it all down. Okay? And if it's not about tearing it all down, stand up for yourself. Stand your ground. Okay? But at the very least, prepare for the changes that are going to come. You can't fight the inevitable. Okay? That's what this Tower is telling you. It's inevitable that there's going to be a change. It's like you're prolonging this change by keeping this person or keeping yourself in this holding pattern. And yeah, things are going to be different going forward, all right? It may take you some time to trust them again. You might never trust them again. But you don't trust them now, so what's the purpose of prolonging things in this situation? Just move forward. Make that decision. Make that step towards them if they're coming towards you. Or be honest with them and say, look, there is no chance for us to work because I'm too hurt by this, whatever happened. Maybe, I'll go away and I'll come back. Or maybe you should go away and come back. Come back another time, but right now, I am effed up. There's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with putting your foot down for yourself, Gemini. All right? Because this situation, obviously, you're not feeling happy at all in this situation. You're feeling rejected. You're feeling abandoned. There's a lot of rejection going on here. Okay? Rejection is a big theme. Whether you feel like you were rejected and so therefore you're now rejecting this person, but you want them. Or you want someone who's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, possibly, this Capricorn. For others, it's another earth sign, but somebody who's they don't quite have it all together, and that's fine. A lot of people don't have it all together. You don't seem to have it all together right now, Gemini. You're coming up reverse in your own reading. So we're not going to hold it against somebody else that they're not in the upright. But we just want to be careful because when certain court cards are in the upright, in the reverse, like this Queen of Pentacles, you want to be careful that this person isn't, using you for money or isn't just, not even for money, but isn't in it for love. Okay, this person might be in it for some other type of a reason. So you want to be careful with that because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so all that loving and nurturing is kind of out the window. And maybe it's because of whatever happened in the past, or maybe the both of you right now or just in a place where you're not putting your best foot forward towards each other. All right, so that's why this Three of Pentacles is definitely a challenge. Okay, this is definitely a challenge. Maybe getting this truth out is also a challenge. You communicating how you feel. You communicating how you feel about this betrayal is also a challenge. Okay, because sometimes we don't really want to admit how deeply something hurt us. But it is hurting you. You're hurting inside, whether you admit it or you express it or not. And it's probably very obvious because if you're really feeling like this, I don't know how you hide this, Gemini. I really don't know how you're going to hide that. In the future, you're going to need strength to deal with this situation. Okay, you're going to need the strength to either take those steps to work it out, or you're probably going to need the strength to walk away from the situation if you make that decision that that's what you want to do. Okay, for some of my Geminis, you might be dealing with a Leo in the future, and I feel like this Leo is already around. So maybe in the future, you take steps towards this Leo, despite the fact that you want this Queen of Pentacles, and but at the same time, if this Leo has been around for parts of this situation, then now they're in the reverse also, because this is throwing them off as well. All right, because I'm pretty sure that your attitude may not be the best dealing with the situation, and they're probably picking up on that. So that's why they're coming up in the reverse. For others of you Geminis, this just indicates that there's going to be something that comes up that you're going to need the strength to deal with. This also can indicate being overly emotional or like overbearing. This can represent unresolved issues. For males, you come across as being uncaring, or kind of cool. For females, you can come across as being a little bit annoying. Let me go ahead and clarify. Death in reverse. Yeah, you need the strength to make that move. Death in reverse, you are dragging things out. And that's kind of what it looks like to me here. This is a situation that it's been dragging out. This is multiple readings now that this particular dynamic of a situation is coming up. Okay, so with the Death in reverse, it's like you're just avoiding the inevitable. Okay, you're trying to resist the change. But the Tower card is like, look, prepare for the change because it's coming, whether you do something about it or not. Because, I got this in the Cancer reading as well. It's like when something needs to be done with a situation and we don't take the steps to make sure that it happens, the universe steps in and the universe makes sure that it happens. Okay? So the tower is coming for you. Prepare for it. It may not have happened yet, but there's going to get to a point where something's going to happen and things are going to fall apart and you're just going to have to prepare for it. And I feel like you already know that. That's why you're going through this whole Nine of Swords worry right now, because you just don't want to deal with the situation, but you have to, especially if there's other people involved. All right. So for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles, maybe it's a Leo. It doesn't necessarily have to be an earth sign. I just say that because I know that Capricorn has been a big factor in a lot of your readings. So I know that there are Geminis and Capricorns that are dealing with each other. I know you guys are in my comments. I see you. Okay. So this situation is coming to a head. Eventually, somebody's going to have to do something. Someone's going to have to make that decision. Okay. Because the longer you stay in this like purgatory with each other is the worst effect it has on your emotions for each other. All right, the love is like drying up, and all this other stuff is there. Okay, betrayal, rejection, all this other stuff is there, but not one cup, no cups. Okay. And I said that in the Capricorn reading, right? Where is the love? So obviously, some of you are going through, this is like a karmic lesson. All right. And a lot of the signs, and it's not just one particular sign. I feel like a lot of the signs, the majority of us are learning something. We have some lessons that we need to learn. And in relationships, a lot of people, especially with this Jupiter and Scorpio transit, a lot of things are coming to the forefront. A lot of things are being exposed right now. And a lot of relationships are being exposed for what they are. And people are not happy in the situations that they're in. And so while, you can't just necessarily, everybody just can't cut and run to a new situation. You have to figure out how to deal with the situation that you're in while you're in it. Okay, you can't just leave the situation to itself. The relationship is not going to rebuild itself. The relationship is not going to break it off. Okay, the relationship is not going to cauterize itself. I don't think I said cauterize, cauterize itself. That's what I get for trying to be cute. But the relationship is not going to end itself, okay? So somebody's going to have to grab the reins, step in, and initiate the conversation that needs to be had, put the truth out on the table so that, somebody can decide what they're going to do. Because by the looks of it here, Gemini, somebody is walking away from you. In your external environment, somebody is like, look, I don't care what's in these cups. I don't like it. Okay, and I might come back, all right, because we know with the Eight of Cups, this person may walk away, but they may come back, but who knows when? There's no time frame on it. It could be 8 days, 8 months, 8 years. We don't know. So it's not a situation where you can take it lightly and be like, oh, they'll be back, because we never know when they're going to come back. But right now, this is what they want to do, and that's why this Queen of Pentacles might be in the reverse right now, because they don't want to be in this situation anymore either. Not like this. Not with all this negativity here, okay? And so this person in the external environment is ready to walk away, all right? Somebody is feeling unhappy or unfulfilled when it comes to dealing with you. This can also represent that things are running their course, okay? So it's just a matter of time before an ending. For other Geminis, this can indicate some type of issue with drinking or substance abuse, okay? And this was coming up in your earlier readings, especially when I used to do like the weekly readings. It was coming up a lot. It was coming up in the monthly and it was coming up in the weekly. So I feel like there are some Geminis that are watching me that either, your issues with drinking, it might be causing somebody to walk away from you, Or you might be dealing with someone who, they're having issues with alcohol. I want to clarify that. And I get the Six of Pentacles. All right, so it's like somebody is walking away from you because they feel like they're getting the short end of the stick in the situation. Okay. Yeah, it's like, on the one hand, the Six of Pentacles can indicate somebody who's too bossy or too controlling. Excuse me, throat is dry. But this person, I feel like this person's walking away from you. I feel like they're trying to work on things with you, but you're not being very receptive right now. And, this Nine of Swords it's just a negative energy, okay? It's a lot of negative energy. The Nine of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords, the Lovers in reverse. I feel like this person is like, look, I'm trying and all I'm getting from you is an outpouring of negativity. So I'm going to just kind of move away from the situation right now. Okay? And, maybe in the future, you're going to have to deal with that. Whether they do it or not, they might want to walk away from you. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they have. All right? But you're prolonging. Right now, basically, it's like you're prolonging the inevitable. Even the universe is telling you, like, dude, you're just killing time right now. Because it's going to happen. Whether you initiate it or whether something happens. And it's like, would you rather just pull somebody and say, look, let's just talk about this and hammer it out? Or would you rather something happen, some tragic event that, brings more pain and more rejection and leaves you at a point where you just absolutely have no choice but to walk away from this person or but to end the situation? Because that's what it looks like is happening. Now, what you want, hopes and fears, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So either you hope things will get better or you're afraid things are going to get worse. It just depends on where you're coming from because the Wheel of Fortune goes round and round, right? So for some of you, you are hoping that things will get better. For other, glass half full, hoping it's getting better. Glass half empty, you're hoping it doesn't get worse. All right. And then we move on here to your outcome, and we've got the Eight of Wands. All right, so it's like a swift romance that can indicate being swept off your feet, but it just indicates something that happens suddenly. Okay, and I said that with this Tower card as the advice, and with the external factors, something is going to happen subtly that just kind of kicks you into gear. Okay, whether it's towards a new person, all right, because sometimes maybe you just need something to take your mind off of the situation. But something's going to happen that's going to cause you to like kind of jump into action. This is something that maybe you don't want to wait, rushing into something. Let me go ahead and clarify this outcome. And we get the Six of Cups. So it could be somebody from your past that kind of shows up and, tempts you into action, tempts you out of this situation. I don't necessarily know if it's, yeah, it's just something to get your mind off the situation. All right, because you're sad about it. Five of Cups and the outcome, you're crying over spilt milk here. All right, you're focused on what was lost versus the opportunities that you have, but I think within that, okay, internally you might be mourning the situation, but externally, I think somebody's gonna come back from the past and come at you real quick. Okay, Gemini. So it's like, you know how players do. what is that saying? Miss one bus, next 15 another one coming, right? It's like, okay, well, this situation sucks and I really don't want to deal with this situation, but oh, hey, look, oh, hey, squirrel, it's like, oh, look at this. Okay, well, this will take my mind off of my disappointments for a while, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, and like I said, in the future, whether that person is a Leo, but basically it's like, I feel like you're just going to be tempted by something, or tempted by someone in the past that's kind of safe, because you don't want to deal with this current situation that you're dealing with. It's like, something to just take your mind off everything that's going on in this other situation. I this whole entire reading, I've been trying to look at it from a single standpoint, a couple standpoint, but it's like this story is just so clear to me. Okay, this particular story. So let me try again and see if I can. Okay, Geminis, you've got a little bit of an anxiety going on about your love life. Okay, if you're single, because some of you guys are single and you don't have. I mean, I don't know, this story is just, the story is here. You're single, all right? You're feeling really ambivalent about relationships. Somebody might be even coming towards you, but you're just not ready to communicate right now. You're not ready to open up, because of whatever betrayal that you suffered in the past. And internally, this fear of rejection, or this feeling of rejection, or feeling left out, okay, is kind of keeping you from meeting anyone new. All right, so maybe that's why this person from the past is so appealing to you, because it's easier to deal with somebody that you already know than to bring a new person into all of this situation, right? People who already know your situation or know a little bit about what's going through, you're like, okay, yeah, I could deal with you because you already know I'm going through some stuff. All right, so this person might not even expect much from you. This might be like just a real kind of whirlwind type of, quickie type situation with somebody that you used to know. But internally, you're really not ready. There's, for whoever my single Geminis that are in this, you're coming to get a reading about your love life. But you kind of know why your love life is in the situation that it's in. Whether it's a separation or a divorce or a breakup in the past that you haven't quite gotten over. All right. And maybe it's this person that you want that may not necessarily be the best person for you. Okay. Maybe it's the fact that, you're just not ready to deal with the truth of your situation at the moment. All right. But there's a lot of heavy energy going on with my Geminis. All right. So whether you are in a relationship, whether you are single, you have something that you need to get over in order to move on past this phase and into the next phase. All right. You've got to deal with whatever it is, because even in your external environment, people are looking at you and they're seeing where, you don't have a lot to offer right now, or you're not offering anything right now. Okay, that's what people are seeing from you. It's like this person has nothing to offer, or they don't even want to offer anything. All right, so that's why, like I said, this sudden thing from the past, yeah, it's like I can work with that because that person already knows me. That person already knows what I'm going through. They already know what I'm like. All right, but even that situation might be inevitably ending, because once you decide to deal with these feelings, all right, to deal with these negative emotions, you might not want anything that reminds you of the situation, including the person that you were seeing, that, to kind of take your mind off things. All right, Gemini. So that is your December reading. Guys, let me know if any of this resonated with you. And if you'd want a more personalized reading, if parts of this did resonate and you want more information about your particular situation, then go ahead and contact me via email or here on YouTube. All right, guys. But happy holidays to everybody. If you don't celebrate the holidays, then happy December. It is what it is. I will see you guys at the next reading. All right, Gemini, take it easy. Bye.